And now, Chrysler presents Flight Overdue.
Because we support
Starring
transportation
Veronica
that's
Lake.
late.
Veronica Lake, oh yeah, pretty hot.
Is the
Well,
story of a great
what?
aviatrix,
Yeah, you'll see.
Paula Martin,
Who?
whose exploits blazoned across the sky.
Oh, I see. She's one of those pilots that writes messages in the sky.
Yeah, I knew a friend who did that, proposed marriage, but, well, she turned him down, and then he lost it.
Oh my God, he committed suicide and jumped out of the plane?
No, he just got drunk and showed up at her house and peed in her pool, and took a dump in her flower pot, and cops called him.
Was that
Terrible.
all it was?
Just a day in the life of Trump's America.
Oh, goddamn, don't start.
Strange, something mysterious. Now, for the first time, we can tell you that story of Paula Martin.
She ran off with another woman.
Perhaps
There's
the best
nothing
place to
wrong
start
with
is
that.
here,
I didn't
where
see
Paula
there
used to
was.
live.
Hell, if I was a
This
woman, I'd
is
be a
her
lesbian
husband,
too.
Don Bennett, who never really believed the story of her disappearance, never really convinced himself she was lost.
Well, just look around. She's not there, is she? That means she's gone, stupid.
Come on, say it, spit it out. Speak up. Hello. Whoever you are.
Yeah, I just called
to
ask you if your refrigerator's
This is
running.
WX432. I've been getting your signal for days now, but it continues scrambled. Will you clarify your signal? I want to know your position.
And let me know what you're wearing.
Damn, internet porn sure was sad back in the day.
Hello. Hello. My name is Donald Bennett.
Oh, you don't never give your name out, dumbass.
WX432.
And now he's giving away his password. Jeez Louise.
Just like John Podesta did.
Oh, don't start.
Hi, this is Chris Hansen. That'll be the FBI calling because you're in serious trouble.
I wish you would. Hello. Wherever you are, I'm going to try broadcasting on another wavelength.
Honey, it's me. It was me all along.
Fine, thanks. Yes, my husband's in, but he's been doodling over that peculiar radio.
Doodling, more like diddling.
Oh, that's not nice.
It is weird, isn't it? I'll try and see if I can tear him away.
You, out there. Can you hear me? This is WX432. WX432 in New York. Please identify yourself.
Okay, but first I'm gonna need your social security number, your bank account, and, hey, why not read me the numbers off of your credit cards?
After all these years? Hello, Sam.
You been jerking it the whole line porn again?
Yes, I'm doodling with the airwaves again. Well, personally, I'm beginning to believe that it is nothing but sunspots. You want to see me?
In the nude?
You still got that sexy maid around the
Oh,
house?
yes, Anna is still our maid.
Cool, because I want a piece of that ass.
All right, I'll tell her.
I'll bring some Coke.
See you in about 15 minutes, then.
And the lube.
Okay, goodbye. Gee. Sam Rutgers, my old lawyer.
Don, how long must this go on?
What? By whom?
Paula was wonderful, I'm sure. The greatest woman flyer in the country, but Don, it's been 4 years since she was lost over the Pacific. You're married to me now. I think it's time you accepted the idea that she's gone.
Darling, those...
Look, you're second best. Deal with it.
I'm curious, that's all. Communication is my business.
Don, in your mind is still the notion that from somewhere, some island on the Pacific, you might...
This is what women went through in 1950s America. Men who dreamed of other women.
They still do.
Oh,
I was home for so long, and it still is.
Oh, darling.
Anna was her maid, and she still is.
Please, honey.
I'm wearing her dresses, even her underwear. Oh.
Oh, Don, I'd rather you admitted it. I'd rather you accepted the fact that it haunts you. It's a shadow in this house.
Darling, you're making a great deal out of nothing.
Emma. Yes. Then why is her picture still on your desk?
Well, at least it ain't in the bathroom.
Why? Because there's more to it than you know.
What, Don? All I remember hearing is she took off to fly the Pacific. Halfway across, she blacked out and was never seen again.
And that's why you shouldn't drink and fly.
The world, Paula Martin was the most exciting woman on earth. Speed and thrills.
She was on speed? No wonder she crashed.
But to those of us who knew her, she was something else.
A lesbian.
Follow me, Mrs. Day. Janet? Ah, that's the way I shall always remember her. I raised her from a baby.
Anna, Sam Rutgers is coming over. He asked that you be here. Said he'd like to say hello.
Oh, man, he's gonna be pretty damn disappointed. Whew.
Oh, no,
damn.
come on.
Looks like life has had some wear and tear in old
That's
Anna.
not right.
I don't think
That's
so.
not right.
Why, it's 4 years now. It's not likely.
Oh, there will never be another one like her. There's no holding on to her. She would go through your hands like quicksilver.
Yes. Quicksilver. When we were first married... I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, I don't mind hearing it all I want to. I think it's better for both of
The
us to talk
story's
about
up my nose.
Well,
Zoom in.
When we were first married, there was always something calling her away. New worlds to conquer. It was ages before I could pin her down long enough to listen to her. But I finally did. Out at the Bendix meet one day. It was her second trophy. Another great day for Paula Martin.
Whoa, who the hell's that?
Well, that's Veronica Lake.
What the hell happened?
It's called a haircut. Deal with it.
Oh, god damn. I guess that hairstyle of hers was all she had.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sweetie, congratulations.
Hello, Don. Did you see it all?
I
The way
sure
I came
did.
in for that finish?
Oh, honey, it was wonderful. Oh, Paula, now this is your second Bendix trophy. Now you've certainly proven that you're the greatest woman flyer in the world. Now you can stop proving things, huh? And marry me.
We've been all through that before, Don. I'd never give up flying.
And by flying, she means women. Wink,
Oh,
wink.
Red.
There's still so much to do.
Well, there'll come a time when there'll be nothing new to do. What then?
I'll worry about that when I'm 30. In the meantime, think of all the new type planes there'll be to fly.
I'll buy you any type of plane you want.
I might still be interested in some more meats. I haven't flown the Pacific or the Arctic yet. Yes, there's still so much to do. I'd just never be happy giving up flying.
Those are awfully tough terms, Paul.
Sorry.
And so we married.
On a plane, of course. I got airsick, and, well, Paula ended up with the stewardess.
The first woman ever to do it in a jet plane. You know, that should have been enough to satisfy any flyer. And for a while it did. But then suddenly, Paula began disappearing on long flights, weeks at a time.
Flights. Yeah, sure.
Because some entirely new interest had come into her life.
Pussy.
Oh, Red, stop that. That's
rather quick
disgusting.
notice.
You find pussy disgusting, Lefty?
Don't you
No
start
surprise
that.
there.
Really that important?
Well, goodbye until later, then. Don, about tonight...
But tonight I had a notion that you and I were seeing a show. Was I wrong?
No, darling. But I simply must beg off.
Beat off! Whoa!
That's not what she
damn.
said. It's not
Nothing
what
that
she
would interest you.
said.
But it does.
Damn it.
Well, there's something about an experimental plane that hasn't been behaving very well lately.
Paula, this is the third time lately that you've ditched me like this.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to know what's at the bottom of it all. Come on, now, that's not an answer.
Third degree, so many questions.
I'm your husband, remember?
I should think my husband would know enough to trust me, don't you, Don?
This isn't the first time it's happened, Paula. Always those phone calls from the mysterious Mr. X, and every time you run off with him.
We've been through this over and over.
Or if it isn't that, you suddenly fly off into the blue without warning, for weeks sometimes. And never a word of where you've been, or going, or why.
It's nothing I can discuss
Why
now.
not?
Don, you knew what I was when you married me. You knew that I had things to do. We made a bargain, and I've kept my end.
Flying in planes, that I agreed to. But these secret meetings with this man and these mysterious trips you're going on, well,
Work to do, and I'm doing it.
what, with that man? Who is he?
It's not a he.
On some other day.
Never mind, some other day.
It's the best I can offer.
No, it isn't, Paula. Now, you listen to me. Now that you break that date and come out with me...
Oh, stop
or
it,
else I'm
stop
going
it.
out of here by myself.
Once again, it's time for Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. And oh, what have we here? Weird, spooky, supernatural stories. Yes, that's right. From the Beyond, number 3. Remember the other 2? No, I don't either. It's all right. They're not continuing one from the other. Everyone from those stories are dead. Oh, well, let's get into it. What do we have here?
I shall add years to your sick wife's life flame, John Arno. But in return, you must find me other victims. You have made a bargain with death.
Well, I mean, looking at her, him, I don't understand why he's so shocked by this. You know, jeez, it kind of looks like a drawing of me. Well, anyway, there we go. That's one of our stories we'll get to. But first, the Amulet of Death.
Pardon me, old man, but where can we find the burial ground of the Wellslow Bros family? Whatever the hell it is, I don't know. We are students, and our research tells us that the noble bones of Count Leo are to be found here.
By all that is holy, stay away from that accursed spot. It is said he who meddles with the bones of Count Leo will open the gates of Hades. In Hungary, in the ancient town of Dubrovna, lay buried the once powerful 13th century Count Leo Weslow Bros, whatever, who the hell knows? Anyway, he of the Iron Hand, who once led an army of Magyars to the very gates of Moscow, had been dead for 700 years. But his smoldering grave held a terrifying secret, an amulet of fabulous wealth, which chained an unspeakable evil in its narrow crypt. One day, 2 Englishmen were intent on tearing this long-buried treasure from its resting place without the faintest glimmer of the horror they would unleash. Nobody would volunteer the information. The name of Count Leo Weslow Bros seemed to strike terror in their hearts. I say, Lloyd, maybe these peasants are right. There is an evil tradition connected with the Weslow Bros family.
Bah, just ignorant superstition. According to this map, we should be right near the old place now.
About half an hour later. Jeez, where do I get words like about? It's not even there, and yet I said it. Oh my God! Senility is a terrible thing. Anyway.
At last, it's the Count's own grave, just as described.
Get out your shovel, Cyril,
and let's start our digging.
By the way, this is called The Beyond. Yeah.
It's getting dark fast. Couldn't this wait until tomorrow?
Don't stop now, Cyril. We've come 2,000 miles to find this. I couldn't wait another day.
From the size of this coffin, Count Leo must have been a giant. A few more tugs and it'll come loose.
Phew. The thing smells like a charnel house.
Gee.
The amulet. It's magnificent. Our dreams have come true.
That ugly grinning thing has a stake thrust in its ribs. I don't like it. Take the amulet and let's get away from here. The skeleton! It's disappeared! And the statue is crumbling.
Crash, I-E, yow. Those inhuman screams! I'll go mad if I have to stay here another moment. Let's run.
As the two Englishmen took to their heels, the earth trembled, and from its fastness arose a ghastly figure, exuding the chill of death.
Who dares wake Count Leo as Lowbrows?
Amid an unnaturally heavy rainstorm, the Englishmen sought shelter at the village inn.
Away from here, you accursed meddlers! Dubrovna is ruined! The fiends of Hades are loose! Away, before I turn my dogs on you! Lord, that horrible apparition! Did you see it? Fag! It smells of death! It's just your nerves and the dirty weather we're having. Faster! The railroad is only 2 miles from here.
Well, anyway, a few days later, at a French Channel port,
this innocent-looking book will get us by the customs. We can't afford to declare the amulet. Too many questions, and then they'd have us return it.
Very clever. I hope we can sell it quickly in London.
Hours later.
London at last. I thought I'd never see it again.
You talk like a child, Cyril. I'm curious about how much the amulet is worth. I know a jeweler in Bond Street who can keep his mouth shut.
Speak up, Devons!
I thought you wanted his mouth to be shut. What'd you say the thing is worth?
God, this is fantastic. I've never seen the equal of this, except among the crown jewels.
It's worth in the neighborhood of £500,000. £500,000? We'll be millionaires.
We must hunt an heiress with a nice fat white neck and money to burn.
I have a thing for necks. In the meantime, a weird, evil-smelling stranger was on his way to London.
Nasty-looking devil, that. Wouldn't care to bump into him in a fog. Brr.
That's a weird outfit. That's a weird outfit he's got on, and he smells like poo-poo, like he's been dug up.
You realize I can hear you?
London has no obstacle to the 700-year-old visitor.
You mean this is Count Leo, right?
Count Leo, okay. Count Leo moved with terrifying dignity.
Step right in, sir. I'll have you at your destination in a jiffy.
To Devon's Jewelry Shop in Bond Street.
Here we are, sir. That'll be 2 shillings 6 pence.
Shillings pence? Take this gold coin. Be off with you. Your services are no longer needed.
Well, he didn't have to be that way about it. Anyway, as the stranger entered the shop, an awesome transformation occurred. He stripped off his clothes. Who are you? What do you want?
Count Leo Weslowbros has come for the amulet. Give it to me immediately.
Amulet? I have no amulet. I can show you some fine brooches, or no, stop!
Take away this rubbish. Give me my amulet, you swine.
You're not human. What was your first clue? Those cold hands. Help!
The ancient curse takes hold. Only your blood will warm me. Die, you wretched worm. Die.
So anyway, when the cab driver counted his earnings that night, he found a strange coin among them.
Blast it! Look at this, Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Oh, well, all right. A foreign coin. Must have been that old bag of bones I carded. What do you think of it, Jimmy? You saved those things? Let me see it, Dad. God blimey! Dad, I think we're rich. It looks like a 12th century Hungarian coin worth some £500. And I was going to chuck it out. But believe me, son, if you only saw the face of the gent who gave it to me, he would have scared you out of 10 years' growth. But if he'd scared you out of 10 years' growth, you'd already probably be dead, huh? I mean, I don't know. The next day, a promising purchaser for the amulet was found. Your price is utterly fantastic. What do you think, Henry? No jewel is worth that much, but if you want it, Emma, by all means buy it. Have your own jeweler appraise it if you want. You'll find your 100,000 pounds reasonable. Meantime, Scotland Yard was scratching its head over the strange death of Mr. Devons. That man was strangled Devons. Oh, wait. The man who strangled Devons had fingers of steel. What do you make of his body being half drained of blood, and the bite marks at the throat? In 20 years, Leon, I've never seen anything as horrible. Was it a human? An animal? I won't dare to guess. But you kind of have to. It's, your job. Anyway, no sooner had the two adventurers left the home of the prospective buyer.
Who are you? I can't let you in. Go away. Lady Bissell will see no one tonight. She will see me.
Out of my way, lackey!
In my day, your kind were drawn and quartered for such conduct.
Let me pass, slave!
Oh, help! Oh, no, please stay away from me. I haven't got your amulet. Help! Save me!
Your lovely throat. The amulet once encircled it. Now my fingers must do the same.
Good heavens, Emma, what happened? He's gone. The horrible monster's gone. Look, the windows are open.
No. All right, well, fetch a doctor quick. She's lost a lot of blood. We've got here just in time.
Look, a giant bat flying away from here. And we've never had any bats around here. Gives me the shivers, it does.
You say this inhuman thing bit and choked you after asking for the amulet?
His hands were ice, and his breath was as chill as the grave. There was madness in his eyes, and when he came close, oh, horror! Horror! I'll never forget it.
The doctor could only guess at the horrible truth, a truth that defied all science. She'll be all right if her mind doesn't crack. You saw those marks on her throat. The mark of a vampire. Science may laugh, but it was a vampire. That cursed amulet. I must see those two men tomorrow.
Yeah, you see, you really got to keep your receipts, sometimes when, someone sells you something and it doesn't quite work out the way you thought. Next thing you know, you got a naked vampire in your bedroom. At Cyril's apartment in London the next day.
Lloyd, Devons was found strangled with fang marks on his throat. Doesn't that convince you? Let's chuck the amulet before we're matted too.
Now, don't get panicky. Someone's at the door. Why, it's Lord Bissell. I guess you've come to purchase the amulet. No, I've come to tell you that the amulet is a menace. Some dread, unearthly creature is after it. Let me tell you what happened after you left last night. Then it was the mark of a vampire. And there's the creature's calling card.
Count Leo Welslow-Brose. The peasants in Dubrovna were right.
So, he's a vampire that leaves his card. Like, in case you, you need to give blood or something. Anyway, when Lord Bissell had left,
I tell you it's no use. We can't escape Count Leo no matter where we go. Give back the amulet.
We're taking that boat to America. He can't possibly trail us across 3,000 miles of water. 2 first class. Yes, sir. The boat sails at midnight tonight.
At Cyril's vacated apartment.
But the gentlemen have gone. They've left, sir. Hold your tongue, you insolent creature. I will see for myself. AIG! They've escaped me again! My precious amulet. I'll find them if I have to follow them to the ends of the earth.
And I guess that's exactly what he's got to do. I don't know. Anyway, aboard the ship 2 days out of Southampton.
This calls for a celebration. We've finally given Count Leo the slip.
And we'll be able to sell the amulets in America. What's that?
Ta-da! At last, the 2 ghouls who disturbed my ancient bones.
Give me back my amulet. It's come from the grave, Count Leo.
Get out, you fiend! Help! I'm not gonna help you. These fingers will crush you like a rat. I was known as the Count with the Iron Hand. Where is my amulet? The mirror. I must get it. Vampires can be held off with a mirror, I think. It's our only chance. Stop. Release him. Now tell me, why must you have the amulet? Alas, the vampire's curse is upon me. If you couldn't see for yourself, I mean, good Lord, look at me. Anyway, only the amulet can hold me fast in my grave. Without it, I must roam forever, living on the lifeblood of my victims. And I just don't like the taste of blood. Well, take the accursed thing and leave us. Fetch! At last, released from torment, I can return to my grave. He dove into the water and disappeared.
But look at that! A giant bat! And what's that it has in its mouth? Why, it's the amulet!
So, in the ancient village of Dubrovna, peace reigned once more, for the unhallowed bones of Count Leo Weslowrose were again at rest. The end.
Well, you know, these guys were warned not to mess with it, and then they did. And a lot of innocent people were murdered. But they live on and enjoy the rest of their cruise. There's just no justice in the world, is there, you know?
Now it's time for 3 tales of the supernatural. In the year 1828, a young German lady of rank arrived in Paris and stopped at one of the more fashionable hotels. After returning to her room, she lay awake for a long while, contemplating the costly furniture in the room. Suddenly, the folding doors, which had been locked, were thrown open, and amid a flood of unearthly light, a young man entered wearing the uniform of a French naval officer. Well, she was quite turned on, you understand. Anyway, seating himself, the officer took a pistol from his pocket, deliberately put it to his temple, and the young man fell to the floor. The young lady, paralyzed with fear, remained in a cataleptic trance, fully conscious, but unable to move or speak. But she could hear.
I am Jacques de Tasley of Marseille. Say a prayer for my soul.
As a maid entered the room the next morning, the young lady's speech returned, and she shrieked out,
A man shot himself during the night. He's lying on the floor. But there's no one in the room but you.
An hour later, the hotel manager told a strange tale.
3 nights ago, a young naval officer did commit suicide in this very room. His body lies unidentified in the morgue. With the information you can give us, we can return his body to his family. His name? Oh, wait. His name is Jacques de Tassy. What an unfortunate name, but anyway, his family lives in Marseille. Well, all right then.
The young lady left for Germany and never returned to Paris again, fearful of another encounter with the spirit of the young suicide. But she did say a prayer for his soul, as he had requested. So anyway, she hopped a wagon and the horses got beat. But anyway, who can explain why the ghost of the young man appeared before the young lady? Was it to identify his corpse lying unclaimed in the morgue and thus find a final resting place in his, Millie's burial spot? Just another unexplained mystery and the annals of the supernatural. The end. Well, odds are this story never happened, but, Now it's time for Behind the Locked Door. Why would anyone want to open a locked door? There's a reason for it being locked. Anyway, perhaps all of us have had at least one dream realized later in the material world. This isn't so strange, after all, since our dreams are usually concerned with people and places we are familiar with. So it is not so unlikely that a dream, however horrible, may come true. So it was with Maxwell Geiss, whose recurring nightmare turned into a shuddering, blood-chilling reality from which there was no escape.
We've got you this time, Maxwell. You'll never leave this room alive. But this can't be. You're dead, all of you. Who's this little guy?
Oh, well, guess we'll find out. Maxwell Geiss had a recurring dream. It came to him soon after he inherited an immense fortune from one of his uncles. The dream always began the same way. He would drive up to a big stone house into the country.
Maxwell, how good to see you. You must stay overnight. Overnight? Why, certainly, Roger. That's very kind of you.
It was night time. A small cocktail party was in progress. Lights blazed eerily.
Mother will be delighted to see you, Maxwell. She had no idea you'd be getting here so soon.
Seated around the terrace were Maxwell's relatives, including Aunt Martha and his cousin Roger. With a spiteful leer, Aunt Martha would turn to Maxwell in the nightmare and...
You must be very tired, Maxwell. Roger will show you your room. I have given you the room in the west wing. Come, Maxwell, I'll take you up. What are you waiting for, Maxwell? Come. I've lighted a candle. The room in the west wing awaits you. How can I get away? I mustn't go with Roger. I mustn't. Why are you smiling, Roger? What's in that room? Nothing, Cousin Maxwell. Come. No, I won't go in. I don't want to enter that room. What's the matter, Maxwell? Are you afraid? Something horrible is in there. Let me go. Come back, you fool. You must go into the room. I've had that horrible nightmare again. Thank heavens it was only a dream. If such things were true, oh no, I wet the bed again.
But Maxwell dreamed the dream for 10 months. He gradually remembered every detail of the dream, every detail of the West Wing, and the threshold of the room containing the awful secret.
Come, Maxwell, you must enter. No, Roger. I can't go into that room. I'm afraid.
One night, a horrible variation occurred in the nightmare. There was something about the family gathering that was more tense this time, more insistent about Maxwell's going to sleep in the room in the West Wing.
Don't argue with me, Maxwell. You must go to the room in the West Wing! Take him, Roger!
But again, Maxwell couldn't enter the room. Again, he turned and ran in terror.
I'm tired of your running away. I'll make you enter that room if I have to kill you. Why must I enter that room, Roger? Take a guess, you fool. Maxwell, I'm falling. Yeah! Roger died. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean it. You forced me to do it. You wanted to kill me. Thank heavens. It was only a nightmare. But whatever possessed Roger to try to kill me, or me him? What awful things can happen in a dream? Well, yeah.
But 4 hours later came a telephone call.
Roger is dead. He either fell or jumped from a window early this morning. What? But Aunt Martha, why did he do it? You know very well, Maxwell, you were responsible.
That night, Maxwell didn't sleep. He kept pacing the floor.
I? Responsible? How can I be? I've never hurt Roger or Aunt Martha. That was only a dream. My tossing Roger over the banister. What did Aunt Martha mean? Well, she was right there. Why didn't you ask her?
Maxwell attended the funeral.
Boy, since everyone thinks you killed him, that's kind of, well, anyway.
But was it only his imagination that Aunt Martha stared at him hatefully, murderously throughout the ceremony?
Well, no. She thinks he killed him. I mean, why is she staring at me like that? Does she really think I killed Roger? Well, that's what she said.
That night, Maxwell fought off sleep, fearing what he might dream. Finally, in utter exhaustion, he dropped off, and the dream returned. Once again, he was on the terrace, but Roger wasn't there. At first.
Be patient, Maxwell. Here comes Roger now. That white glow, it's like... No. Roger's come back from the dead. No, I won't go upstairs with him. Very well then, Maxwell. I'll take you up myself. Give me your candle, Roger. I won't go in. Please, Aunt Martha, let's go down. I can't walk into that room. All right, then. Die!
For a moment, they struggled. Then Aunt Martha accidentally tripped.
Look out, Aunt Martha! The knife! She fell on her knife. She's dead. But I can't. Oh, but I can still hear her shrieking. Stop shrinking, Aunt Martha, please. I'm trying to get some shut-eye.
The shrieks kept ringing in Maxwell's ears long after the dream had ended. So he went to a doctor. Well, it's very strange that you should dream of your aunt dying. Have you seen this morning's paper? Your Aunt Martha committed suicide. Stabbed herself supposedly in grief over her son Roger's death.
Aunt Martha dead?
That's what I said.
Hey, look at this guy's ahead of his time, dyeing his hair green.
Almost a wreck, Maxwell attended his aunt's funeral.
What does it mean? These dreams, that I have some strange premonition of Roger and Aunt Martha's death, and yet I feel somehow responsible, as though it was because of me they died.
A weird malignancy seemed to hover over the chapel. Suddenly Maxwell saw the corpse move. It began to rise slowly out of the coffin.
It's your fault I died, Maxwell. She's getting up from the coffin. Look at her. She's coming out. Hey, what's the matter with Maxwell? Has he gone mad? Yeah, you see, she's still in the coffin. That's just her ghost coming out. That sort of thing happens all the time.
Closer and closer came the corpse. No, it's the ghost, but whatever.
You'll pay for your crime against me, Maxwell. To the end of your days, you'll pay. Keep her away from me. She wants to kill me. No. He's fainted.
When Maxwell opened his eyes, he was in the doctor's office. The ghost was gone. But would it return? Maxwell asked pleadingly.
It will come again and again, Maxwell, just as this strange dream of yours will occur. Because your mind is sick. You need a change of scene, Maxwell. Like, I don't know, a rubber room, perhaps. A change in your way of life. Where shall I go, Doctor? I'll do anything to get rid of these nightmares. You came into an inheritance of millions. You were the only beneficiary. Your uncle excluded everybody else from the will, so you developed a guilt complex. You thought your family hated you, especially your Aunt Martha and Cousin Roger. Yes, they hated me. They wanted to see me dead.
So that's what the story's really about? I don't know.
No, Maxwell, you want to see yourself dead. But you feel guilty about, I don't know, something, but it's not your fault. You're an heir. Your aunt and cousin killed themselves out of envy. But that, too, isn't your fault. I see. Then I've been dreaming these terrible dreams because I felt sorry for them. I sensed their hatred and jealousy. You must forget everything, Maxwell. Take a trip. Fall in love with a pretty girl. You must keep yourself from breaking down. Thanks, Doctor. I'll try to get laid.
Some months passed, and Maxwell fell in love. Lenore loved him in return, and one evening she drove him out into the country to meet her parents.
What's the matter, darling? You look as if you've seen a ghost. That's not really funny, honey. That stone mansion, the electric storm. It's just the way I saw them in my dream.
But Maxwell wouldn't back down now. He had to go through with it. A cocktail party was in progress, just as in the dream. But Roger and Aunt Martha weren't there.
Mother, I want you to meet my fiancé, Maxwell Geiss.
But as the woman turned, "Good evening, Maxwell. Roger will show you to your room. I have given you the room in the west wing."
Aunt Martha, she's here. She's saying the same thing she said in my dream.
Is his girlfriend blind?
You're not well, Maxwell. Mother's right. I must show you to your room.
The electric storm has put out our lights, miss. You'll have to use a candle.
Thank you, Judson. Let's go, Maxwell. The candle, the house, the staircase, everything is the same. But thank heavens Lenore isn't Roger. Well, the joke's on you. I had a procedure and, well...
They passed all the familiar passageways, corridors, staircases. Suddenly, near the top of the dreaded landing, Maxwell felt the pressure of the girl's hand grow harder.
Lenore, you're hurting me.
But I'm not Lenore, Maxwell. I'm Roger. And this time I've got you. You're going into the room. The door slammed. A key turned in the lock. Horrible shapes appeared from the shadows. The ghosts of Roger and Aunt Martha slithered past Maxwell's own beer. You won't escape us now. We'll have our revenge. That money you inherited should have been ours. But you tricked us. You fawned on Uncle Ed until he favored only you.
You see that, dwarf? We hired him to kill you, and that scorpion will assist. Let me out of here. They want to kill me.
Who's saying what? You never walked into this room, Maxwell. Know why?
You knew instinctively that you would die here. Let me out! They're going to kill me! It's no use, Maxwell. Nobody can help you. You'll never get out of this room alive.
3 weeks later, in the West Wing of the State Insane Asylum.
He's still going strong, Doctor. 10 hours so far. Something about his cousin Roger and Aunt Martha would kill him for cheating them. They're getting closer. Please let me out. Lenore, there's nothing we can do. We must let Maxwell scream himself out. Just let him scream. You think he was being killed.
Half an hour later, when all was suddenly quiet.
Hey, look! How'd that beer? I mean, the flower arrangement. Get into the room! That dagger! Those flowers!
Look, what's on that bear? Geist himself.
He's dead! Stabbed 12 times. How did it happen? The door was bolted. Nobody could get in. Nobody except those who come from
beyond.
I wonder.
Yes, Maxwell Guy's dream proved prophetic, if not pathetic. Maxwell had cause to dread the room in the West Wing, for what he feared was the death he eventually met in that forbidden chamber of horror. The end. Oh, look, the scorpion's still there, too. Oh, well, maybe they'll notice that later. Who the hell knows? True Tales of the Supernatural. Number 6. One evening in 1903, John Platt was walking through the woods near Erie, Pennsylvania. As he was passing an old house deserted for many years, it began to rain heavily. Platt entered the old house for shelter until the storm should pass. He sat on a stool near the cold fireplace and dozed off. Platt was awakened suddenly by the entrance of 4 ghostly figures.
Ah, there you are, landlord. We command you to service the poisoned wine, just as you did when we first sought shelter from a storm in your house so many years ago. Why must I repeat my evil deed on every stormy night? How long am I to be cursed because I poisoned you so many years ago to steal your gold? How long? Will you fiends never leave me in peace? I'll destroy this cursed wine.
Horrified at the scene he had witnessed, John Platt raced from the house of haunted terror out into the raging storm. Later at home, a somewhat calmer Platt tried to find an explanation for the terrible scene which had occurred before his eyes.
I must have dreamed it when I dozed off in the old house. Such things just don't happen, and yet there are wine spots on my jacket. When that ghost shattered the decanter on the wall behind me, it splattered over me. What is the answer?
Had John Platt dozed off and dreamed that terrifying incident, or was he an actual witness to the ghostly murder scene? How would you explain it, readers? The end.
Well, I would explain it that this never happened. You know? That's my guess.
Now it's time for the Keeper of the Flames. This is the story of one man, John Arno, who made a fantastic pact with death in return for happiness in life. But happiness meant power to him, the selfish, grasping power of the ruthless business magnate. An octopus of power so strong, so inflexible, so completely in control of others' lives that only death could crush his tentacles in the end. Oh, look, it's death. Yeah. Oh, well. At a local bar in a small Midwestern city sat a young man. Tears coursed down his face.
Poor Alice, she looked so beautiful on her wedding day, and now she just lies there in the hospital, drawn, pale, covered in poo. The doctors say it's only a matter of days.
While he mumbled thus, he did not see a strange old man watching him.
My business ruined, my wife dying of an incurable disease. If I could only have her back, with me again, I'd do anything. Anything! Oh, jeez. Did you say anything? You must pardon my curiosity, John Arno, but I couldn't help overhearing you. If you really want your wife back, I may be of some service. But who are you? How do you know my name? I have ways. The rest is unimportant. Come, it won't take more than a moment for you to hear my proposition. My humble shop is around the corner. Well, what can I lose? I've tried everything. Maybe he can help me.
A few minutes later, they stopped in front of a ramshackle shop located at the end of a shabby street.
This looks like a wild goose chase. Is this your, shop? Are you sure you can do something? Oh, you'll see.
The door opened and...
Why, it's magnificent, all these candles. But where are they lit up? Each candle represents the life flame of a human being, who dies when it is extinguished. Of course, that depends upon my whim, because I'm the keeper of the flames. I'm also known as Death. I thought so. The old coot is crazy. I'd better humor him. Because, I don't know, he might kill me. You mean to say that the length of each candle corresponds to the number of years a person can live? Yes. Take these two candles, for example. The short, stumpy one is about to be extinguished is your wife's. The other is yours. That does it. I've never heard such a fantastic thing in my life. I was a fool to think you could help me. Turn around and look at me, John Arno. Oh, God.
A compelling force whirled John around and...
Ha! It's true, then. You are Death. I was wrong. I didn't believe you. Please, you must let my wife live. I'll do anything. Only help me. Drop your drawers. What? Of course I will, Arno, but in return for this favor, you'll be my, representative for a period of time equal to the length I've taken from your candle. Yes, anything. Good. I've extended your wife's lifespan. You'll have power, Arno. That's what you want most, don't you? Well, I mean, I didn't really think of it, but now that you mention it, yeah, I guess so. Think of it. I just said I did. People will be your slaves. They'll fight for you. Yes, they'll even die for you, because I'll be at your elbow. Always. Phil, so funny.
A few moments later, John Arno found himself wandering aimlessly on the street.
What am I doing here? Oh, my head. It must have been those drinks. I dreamt I was with an old man who, good heavens, I'd forgotten about Alice. Must get to the hospital.
20 minutes later.
I hope I'm in time. I can't understand it. She's going to live. It's positively amazing. Alice, dearest, you're sitting up. You're well.
John, Oh, John. A few minutes ago, the pain was unbearable. Now it's gone, darling. It's a miracle.
No, dear, it's something more than that. So I wasn't dreaming after all. Ha ha.
John Arno was right, for this was no dream. The next few years saw his star rise high and bright on the financial horizon, and death was always at his elbow. Mr. Arno, I'm offering you $150,000 and a controlling interest in the business.
You gained 500,000 shares of Capital Oil on the stock market, sir. Here's a signed agreement for the building contract, John.
People everywhere were captured by his enterprising genius. They flocked to him by the thousands, demanding, begging, wanting to work for him. And in this way, many also died for him.
Good heavens, Mr. Arno, that platform you designed is giving way.
There were those who resented him only to find that they, too, had to give in.
Money gone. Nothing to live for. My business is ruined. Arno has won. I can't face it any longer. I've got to.
Finally, the day came when Arno reigned supreme. He had reached the top, reached it over the bones of the ruined and the dead.
Well, John Arno, fame, wealth, power. You have your happiness at last, and I have my dead. We'll rule together for a long time, won't we, my friend?
10 years passed, and Arno became a legendary figure. No more in need of anything, he retired from public life at 45, arrogant with wealth and influence. But one night, as he sat alone in the library of his mansion,
Good evening, Arno. Good boy. Oh, you startled me. I didn't see you. What do you want? I've come to tell you that your candle burns low. I shall call for you at the stroke of midnight, New Year's Eve. What are you saying? You can't mean... Please, if you'll let me live, I'll plan new schemes for you. Now I'll make another bargain with you. Please. You've enjoyed your life to the hilt. You ungrateful creature. Now your period of service is up. Your bargain is fulfilled, and your usefulness is over. Till midnight of New Year's Eve, Arno. Only 3 months left to live. There must be some way out of this. I'll call everyone together in the morning. Yes, that's it. I got to tell them.
Next morning.
But, dear, do you expect us to believe this fantastic tale of yours about candles and death?
It's true, I tell you. Men, that candle shop must be around here someplace. Find it.
But the men didn't find the shop. They also didn't seriously believe Arno. Therefore, there was only one possible report. Sorry, James, no trace in the shop.
False trail, boss. Not on that street, Mr. Arno. They can't find the shop. It's no use, Alice. I'm going to die.
Hush, dear, you're talking nonsense. You're tired. You need some breath. You haven't been looking too well lately.
Please, Alice, listen to me. That day when you were in the hospital. What's the use? You won't believe me.
I've heard this 100 times, dear. Don't you see that such things can't possibly occur?
But John Arno could not sleep that night, nor did he sleep very well the succeeding nights. Time fled rapidly. Then came the final day.
Good morning, dear. Isn't it a beautiful day? There's so much to do. The servants have to fix the house up for the costume ball we're giving tonight. It's New Year's Eve, you know.
Eh? Oh, yeah. New Year's Eve. Maybe he won't come. Maybe.
That night,
Look, my dear, there's that fabulously wealthy John Arno. Doesn't he look a trifle sick?
But haven't you heard, darling? He's supposed to be, a trifle eccentric.
As the party grew wilder and merrier, John Arno became more confident.
Come on, Mr. Arno, relax.
She's right. I must relax. Maybe I'm imagining things. I've been imagining things. Whatever, you get the idea. I feel better already. Hey, let's have some fun, everybody. I've got a whole bunch of noisemakers in the library. I'll go get 'em. Pass out more refreshments, Alice. Yes, sir. No more worrying after tonight. Why, I feel good for the first time in years.
But then came a muffled knocking on the door.
Alice, is that you? Here, help me with this box. I am on time, am I not? The hour is midnight, and I have come for you. Ha, 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 ha. You! Please don't! Give me another chance. I can't die dressed like this. No, no! Stay away! Don't touch me! Ha, 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 ha! Yeah!
What was that?
That was John's voice. It came from the library. He's dead! Oh, John! John! Look! The clock stopped at midnight!
Yeah, that's important. A few minutes later, the police arrived.
Poor John. I should have taken better care of him. He wasn't well. The last few days he destroyed every candle in the house. Tonight he looked so happy.
It looks like your husband died of heart failure, Mrs. Arno. There are no marks of violence on him or any evidence of foul play.
This candle of death story of your husband was probably the start of a nervous breakdown. You probably should have tried to calm him down. Maybe you cooked up this whole story to drive him to a heart attack so you could get all the money.
Shut up, let's go. Just then the coroner discovered something.
Inspector, I found this clenched in the corpse's hand.
Good heavens, man! It's a candle, a small melted candle. I just flickered out.
Okay. I mean, she just told you he was putting all the candles out. Anyway.
And as a sudden gust of wind tore through the room, each asked himself this question. Did John Arno died of a sudden heart attack? Yes, he did. Or did he keep a final rendezvous with death into the beyond? Well, it's obviously both. He had a heart attack, and he died. The end. Now it's time for Legend of the Long Third Finger. Okay. Aristide Chauvet made his greatest mistake when he married Marie, a vicious shrew who drank and screamed her way out of his heart and life. But when he divorced her, his fortunes not only changed, he became wealthy beyond all imagination. Aristide remarried, lived in a chateau, had other children, and for the first time in his life found true happiness. Suddenly the gruesome finger of tragedy beckoned from out of the past. His first wife was dying, and she had a deathbed message for him that would make his future life a nightmare.
My curse will haunt you till the day you die. Our son is your heir, Aristide, and he will fulfill my curse. Any heir you make over my son's head will die horrible death.
So I guess that's the son, and who's this loser? Anyway.
She's dead, Monsieur Chauvet. Unhappy creature, she was her own worst enemy. Her own wickedness destroyed her. Aye, as it will some day destroy her own son. He is no ordinary boy. Look at his hand. Do you notice that his third finger is longer than the second?
Yeah, it's because he has cut his nails.
What of it? It is a superstition that those who are born with the third finger longer than the second finger become werewolves. Look out, the dart! Oh! You young devil, you could have taken out his eye. I wish I had a long knife or axe. I'd cut him to pieces. I hate him. You see, the boy is hopelessly bad. Well, nevertheless, he is my flesh and blood, and he shall lack for nothing. You will be his guarding, Jean. I will send you money for his upbringing and education. I will need a raise, because he is such a little son of a bitch.
Years passed. Chauvet grew even richer. His new wife became arrogant and vain. Sound familiar? His son Jules spoiled. Only Chauvet's daughter Denise possessed something of her father's goodness.
There, it's finished, and it's yours, Father. Yours alone.
My dear, your nocturne was beautiful, as is your sentiment, dedicating to peace to my birthday. You alone remembered. Your brother Jules is in Paris, carousing with nightclub dances, and your mother.
Mother loves you. She just hates growing old.
Well, here comes Junior.
But one must face the inevitable.
But one must face the inevitable, Denise. One does grow old.
I'll have to talk to Jules and Mother. They must see the light.
Meanwhile, the sheep fold as a visitor. Rawr!
Bah, bah, bah. Oh, no. Gee.
The next morning,
There, just like the ghost last week. See how their throats are torn out?
But how did the beast get in? The door was bolted.
You must excuse me, Monsieur Vallon. A terrible thing has happened. Some wild beasts invaded the sheepfold last night. Denise, make your guests comfortable until I return.
Poor Father, nobody knows where the beast comes from. 3 weeks ago it was chickens, then pigs, then goats, now sheep.
don't worry, Denise. I'm sure your father will get to the bottom of the mystery soon enough.
This beast tears out only the throat. And look,
There you see a man's footprints. Can some madman have slain the sheep?
perhaps. In any case, monsieur, we must recruit a hunting party from the village and be on guard every night.
You are right. This madman may even stalk human victims.
That night,
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
perhaps in the magazines, monsieur. I have given many cello concerts, and my pictures have appeared in many places.
Edward is a great musician, Father. I'm lucky to engage him as my teacher. Giggle, tee-hee. In fact, Edward has consented to live here with us, Father, so I needn't go into Paris for my lessons.
You look upset, monsieur. You do not wish me to stay?
No, not that, Valen. It's merely that Denise has not prepared me.
Oh, it's fine. I'll be sleeping in her bedroom.
An
hour later.
Father, Mother's on the wire. She's at the station in Orleans. She's on her way home. She finished her shopping trip.
Well, it only took months, but anyway, I'll see her in the morning. We have things to do tonight. Coming, Valen?
Oui, or may we? I forget. I would not miss killing this monster or anything.
Well, we'll split up. If anyone sees the beast, let him fire a shot.
Later that night.
These things are beautiful, Mother, but I'm very tired now. Good night.
Poor child, all your father's wealth is lost on you. All you care for is music.
Good evening, Madame Chauvet.
Oh, you started, monsieur. You must be Denise's new music teacher. Oh, why do you come through the balcony?
Oh, I am the beast your husband and others hunt. I am the werewolf, here to fulfill a dying woman's curse. You are Chauvet's wife. Upon his death, his money would go first to you, if you live, that is. But you won't, Madame Chauvet. Your vain, silly life has come to an end.
No! Help! Help! Help!
Isn't it ironic, madam? Don't you think? Your cries are smothered in these garments you admired so much. Rawr!
Later in the woods.
Here comes my daughter's music teacher, Valen. Did you see any sign of the beast?
No, monsieur, I had no luck at all. The wasted night.
Madame has retired, sir.
Thank you, Merveille. Are you sure, Valen? We haven't met before. I could swear I've seen you elsewhere.
Perhaps, as I said, in photographs. I will give you one of my snapshots. It may jog your memory. There it is, monsieur. Keep looking at it. Who knows? Perhaps some recollection will seize you.
The eyes, the expression, I've seen them, but where?
10 minutes later, as Chauvet entered his wife's room.
What is it, Father? Why are you calling me? What? Mother!
She's dead, Denise. Her throat's torn out. But I didn't do it. The madman came here through the balcony. Nobody is safe now. Nobody.
2 days later.
The idea of a werewolf is mere medieval idiocy. I don't believe a man can turn into a wolf.
Come, Jules. Is there not something of the beast in all of it?
Father, did you hear Edouard's ridiculous theory? He thinks the werewolf killed Mother.
Oh, I thought it was the daughter.
Anything's possible, Jules.
A few days later.
I'm sorry, Edouard. I cannot concentrate on composition. Father, Jules, these quarrels.
I'm fed up with this place. I'm going to Paris tonight.
I'd better take a walk around the grounds, Denise.
Have you no shame to rush back to your life of pleasure so soon after your mother's death?
What's with the pink hair dye? Yeah.
This place gives me the shivers. I want to go where there's light, life, and excitement. Father never did know how to appreciate life. Hey, who's there? Villain!
Yes, Valen, your half-brother. Here to remove another obstacle in the way of the inheritance. You didn't believe in werewolves, eh?
Villain, no, don't kill me. Please, no.
Shriek, Jules. The greater the terror, the more I enjoy the kill. Arr!
And
then he ran him over? I don't know. Early that... dumb kids scratching all over the page. Early that morning...
That's how we found him, monsieur. Honest. With his throat ripped out.
Just like Mother. Horrible.
The beast, whoever and whatever it is, must have some motive, Monsieur Chauvet. Why does he attack only your animals and your family? Have you any enemies? No, I've lived a good life. No!
The poor man has fainted. A week later.
I'm sorry to leave you this way, Father, but I must give my recital in Paris. It's my big opportunity.
But this beast, Denise, he may attack you. You can't go alone.
I'm going with Denise to protect her, monsieur.
Oh, well. Oh, that should work.
This isn't the road to Paris, Edward.
I know, Denise, but we have time to detour. I want to show you a very beautiful sight.
What is there about Valen that's so familiar? I must see that photograph again. Why can't I remember? Marie, my first wife. It's her eyes, her mouth, her nose, her wait! Then it must be Marie's son! He whose third finger was longer than the second one. And they said he would become a werewolf, and Valen's third finger is on the bow is longer. Oh, damn it! Why didn't I remember that? It was only a couple of pages ago, but I don't know. He's a werewolf, fulfilling Marie's curse to destroy my heirs. Please, give me the police.
I don't see any beautiful sight, Edward.
You're not looking in the right direction. Turn around. Yes, half-sister. I am the werewolf. That's it. Run. Let's prolong the agony.
Suddenly, there he is. Thank heavens we got here in time. Go on, hounds, at him. Rawr, rawr, rawr.
Shortly after, the vicious hounds destroyed the werewolf.
How did you know? A minute later and...
That's right, miss. A minute later and you might have been killed. You missed death by a finger. A third finger. Well, that was pretty simple, wasn't it? I mean, all you had to do was unleash some dogs, and they made short work of him. So, well, anyway, that's how that ends.
There's no such animal, he cried. No, we just saw the werewolf.
Oh, you mean a horse like this?
Yeah. Well, he's going to suggest you buy some savings bonds and you can, I don't know, help the government. Whatever, it's all simple.
Oh, they're going to tell you some story about a horse.
Well, who wants to see a man about a horse anyway? Oh, yeah, look, here you can reduce, keep slim at home with relaxing, soothing massage. Electric spot reducer. Take off ugly fat. Don't stay fat. You can lose pounds in inches safely. And really enjoy doing it.
Maybe a little lower.
That's right, it vibrates. Yeah. Try the spot reducer 10 days free in your own home. In private. Alone. Just you. And it. Yeah. Anyway, you want to get a hold of that? Well, here's the address. So, send your $1 and postage $8.95. Wow. But look what you get, a brand new toy. Won't that be fun? Sure. Well, there you go, waiter. That concludes Beyond number 3. Yep. The third in the series. So we got the Grim Reaper, I guess, with a candle. A vampire with a severe skin condition. Jeez Louise, what the hell was that? And, of course, a werewolf who was just mad at his dad for being a deadbeat because his mother was a drunken whore. But he had a third finger for some reason. God knows. But, well, he was supposed to be the son. I was going to say, how many guys did his mother screw? And who knows who the father was. But no. It was... he was legitimate, So, but for some reason, just because he had that third finger, long third finger, he just had to be a werewolf. And I guess he embraced it, because his mother was a total bitch and, raised him to be really nasty. And he was. So, well, that's how that worked out. What the hell
is hanging from his mouth? Is he drooling or who wants to know? I guess we'll just let that mystery remain. Anyway, if you got a werewolf problem, get a dog. Apparently they can handle that. Maybe you need 3. I don't know. Like, what if it's like a kind of a fat werewolf, kind of lazy? 1 dog would probably do it. And just, that'll take care of the problem, So we learned a lot. Yeah, I think so. All kinds of ways to deal with, a supernatural infestation. Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up this episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. And what's going to happen next week? I don't know, but I'll find something. And I'll read it. Here on Sunday for you, the people.